So you've clicked on a link that said Linerless labels, and what are they? Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain exactly what they are and why they're important to your ESG goals and can actually save you time, money and effort in your applications. So actually, what is Linerless? Well, effectively, it's a roll of continuous, printable, sticky paper, as opposed to labels which are printable but actually are on a backing paper. By eliminating backing paper, you actually reduce the overall weight of your label roll by about 40%, which is significant. The impact of that is that you require less rolls to do the same number of label prints. And that in turn means you're storing less labels, and you're shipping less labels, and you're buying less labels. So the overall economic value is you're paying less overall for the use of labels within your business. The significant benefit of not having backing paper is the elimination of waste. Taking away the backing paper actually eliminates any waste going to landfill or incineration. The other benefit it has is that there's no longer the possibility of backing paper being dropped on the floor and creating a slip hazard within your business. Other advantages are you actually only use what you need, because what it's basically doing is printing the length of label that's required and cutting when it stops printing. The implications of that are you require less label material to actually print the same number of labels you normally would. But so what does that mean to you? It means you get more labels per roll, which means you're changing over your rolls less often, you're getting a higher throughput, and you're storing less material for the same actual yield of labels you actually need to do. So you might think Linerless is the future of printing for you, and in many ways you're right, there are many advantages. But there are a few considerations you need to think of before you can jump straight in the world of Linerless. Your existing equipment will not cope with Linerless labels. You'll have to invest in new printers. Brother's got that covered for you in our mobile range and our desktop range. What you'll also need to consider is that because the adhesive is exposed during the process of printing, it actually may build up within the printer, so you'll have to carry out more frequent cleaning than maybe you normally would. As this is a relatively new technology, supplies are quite limited to only a core number of manufacturers who operate globally around the world. The biggest consideration is to do with workflow. On a Linerless application, you can only print one label at a time. You can't print batches of labels. However, the upside of having continuous media is you can print variable length labels. Perfect in a food to go application where the ingredients of a product can vary from a couple of lines to a full paragraph depending on the contents. So in conclusion, Linerless is a great step forward in addressing some of the waste concerns all organisations have. Brother has a product range to help you with both mobile applications and desktop. What we'd like to now invite you to do is contact us about our Try Before You Buy scheme.